Okay, today I'm standing at what's left of Fort Frederica. This is the King's Magazine, just one side of the fort. The fort actually looked like this. And the part you're looking at is probably right here, which is right there, which is the same. So shows you how big this fort. A lot of it's probably eroded out in the ocean. A lot of it's probably rode down the river. And this is some of the information of it right here. See how big it was? Probably where we're standing was inside the fort too. And this is some of the stuff from it. Broken barrel spigot, musket ball, musket hammer, clay tobacco, pipe with broken stem. So I'm walking to this magazine look at. Like I said, this is just one side of the fort. The rest of it was probably washed out in the river a long time ago. Awesome. This is the well for the fort right here. Check that out. Okay, this is the south storehouse. This is how it looks. Big rectangle building with the shells in. See the break on the side and the staircase. And into the south storage building right here. There's the south one and the one on the north over here. This one's a little bit bigger than that one. You can't come to Fort Frederica without seeing the King's Magazine or what's left of Fort Frederica. This is just one side. There was another part of the magazine over here. And the fort spread out all the way around here. This whole area right here. See where the berms are? And the storehouses were inside the north and the south storehouse. And this was inside the fort. And this is what's left of King's Magazine. And this is the King's Magazine, part of a bigger fort, one side of it. See, it's made out of that tabby. All the way around. Still holding up since the 1740s. See the dowel rods that was in there. They got a sign, the remnant of all that time is spared of the citadel of the town of Frederica, built by James Oglethorpe, 1736. The outpost against the Spanish in Florida. And they got the inside in here. Inside the magazine with the ammunition. See the tabbies on top and the bricks in there to protect the ammunition. And these are the dowel rods that he used to make the tabby. Same thing on this side. Another one to hold the ammunition. Look at that brick. Kind of got that castle look to it. So you got holes in the wall from over time. And this is the back of it. Get that real good castle look to it back here. This is the back of the King's Magazine, Fort Frederica. So you got to imagine how big that was. It's probably spread all the way over here. Maybe there was parts out here where I'm standing now that washed out into the river there. It's probably in the water, and some over here as well. This is the side of the fort here. With a brick and tabby in it. Probably fixed over time. And on top is rounded. You see it rounded on top. View of the Frederica River. I'm sure the land went further out back during that time. And this is where the Battle of Raccoon Gut happened as well. They also used this area for the American Revolutionary War. This was also an outlook post during the Civil War as well. So right here at Fort Frederica was used during the colonial times, American Revolutionary War, and the Civil War as an outlook post. Look at these guns, these cannons. 32 pounders. And there's the Union Jack. You can tell this is where the fort is here. What's left of the magazine that went out to here. You see the tabby from it. Just eroded and falling down over time. Spread all the way over here. And you see the berms to protect the fort itself all the way around the fort. Which is small hills. They were probably a lot bigger then. Look at the fort from this side. Okay, this was the blacksmith shop too. And this is some of the stuff left. Some of the way it looked and some of the way it looked in there. This is left probably from their furnace they used to forge stuff with. Okay, more tabby. It went over there too, you can see. Where you can tell where the fort was. Right on the river, but it probably went further out because there was other chunks that's missing too. And this is the foundation for the fort right here, the rest of it. Probably had another magazine on this side, hooked to the building over there.